Hello and welcome. Well. Please gather around, my friends, because I'm about to tell you something that will make your afternoon tea go cold. You know, Thailand, that lovely place with gorgeous beaches, mouth-watering pad thai, and those temples that make your local church look like a garden shed. Well, beneath all that picture-perfect tourism lies a rather uncomfortable truth that nobody seems keen to talk about. Racism. Furthermore, stick around until the end, because I will share a rather surprising twist about how this affects even the most privileged visitors to the land of smiles. Trust me, you will not see this coming. Now, let me take you back to the 1930s, when Thailand had a chap called Field Marshal Palek Phi Bun Sung Kram. Try saying that after a few pints. He came up with this brilliant idea called Thaification. And by brilliant, I mean absolutely bonkers. Imagine telling everyone, right then you lot, from now on you're all going to be proper Thai or else. It is like telling a Scotsman he cannot wear his kilt anymore. Absolute madness. Nevertheless, here is where it gets properly interesting. You see, Thailand has these various groups of people. Hill tribes, Thai, Malays, Thai Chinese, all trying to live their lives, and suddenly they are told, sorry mate, your culture's not good enough, time to change your name to something more Thai sounding. It is like if I had moved to Bangkok and they insisted on calling me Somchai. However, I suppose anything's better than normal, eh? The hill tribes got the worst of it, poor devils. Imagine living somewhere for generations and told you're not actually a citizen. It's like being uninvited from your own party. No healthcare, limited education, and good luck finding a proper job. Makes the British NHS waiting time seem rather pleasant in comparison. Now, here is something that will blow your mind. The skin colour business. Thailand is obsessed by fair skin that makes Victorian England look positively progressive. They have a multi-billion-dollar whitening industry. Billion with a B. You cannot walk into a shop without being bombarded by products promising to make you white and wonderful. Makes our fake tan obsession look rather tame, doesn't it? Moreover, do not even get me started on the Thai Chinese. They went from being told to change their names and stop speaking a language to basically running the economy. Talk about a plot twist. It is like the French suddenly took over all the British fish and chip shops. Unthinkable. However, here is something that might upset some people. The treatment of migrant workers. Many of these workers come from Myanmar, Cambodia and Laos, and they often face poor working conditions, minimal legal protection and social stigma. If you are concerned about this, it might be worth reconsidering the benefits of cheap hotel rooms and the low cost of living that many social media influencers praise. Now, remember that twist I promised you? Well, here it is. Even as a foreigner with a pocket full of tourist dollars, you are not immune. There has been a rising tide of anti-foreigner sentiment, especially towards Russians and Chinese visitors. Even us Brits, with our sunburnt shoulders and questionable fashion choices, are not exempt. However, I suppose we deserve it for wearing socks with sandals. So, what can we do about all this? Well, for starters, we can stop pretending it does not exist. Share this video. Do your research before travelling and maybe think twice before buying that skin whitening cream. Moreover, if you're planning a trip to Thailand, remember, being aware is being prepared. And there you have it, folks. Thailand's complicated relationship with racism, served with a side of pad thai and a splash of uncomfortable truth. However, in my opinion, Thai people are generally resilient and may not always focus on what others perceive as racism. Rather like finding out your favourite aunt has some questionable views about immigration, isn't it? Remember, to like, subscribe and share if you enjoyed this slightly depressing but thoroughly enlightening journey through Thailand's social landscape. Furthermore, do stick around for next week's video where I will be exploring why Thai people think it's perfectly acceptable to put corn on pizza. That was a joke. However, until then, this is your grumpy old Englishman saying sawadee crap and do not forget your sun cream. Bye bye.